What a wild ride, guys. I hope you liked it. Super intense 10 days in a camper with my dog Mala. The whole trip was actually sponsored by Humor. They had the new Ares rock and they needed some pictures of the camper for their website. So I could take the camper with a little travel bonus so I can finance the trip. We could really be disconnected somewhere, go back on the road in the next morning. So that was really practical to have the camper with us. The video is also sponsored by SIII. They promoted the new Saturn lineup. I had the series Saturn 35mm and the 50mm on the trip. 35mm for some wider angle shots and the 50mm for more kind of portrait work. I really liked shooting with the aspect ratio of 1.6. Super wide screen. The neutral flares come in super cool. Anamorphic lenses don't have the closest focus range, so you can just use diopters. That's how I got all the detailed shots. I made all the drone shots with the new Mavic 3 Pro. Filmed most of this stuff in 5.8K and then cropped it to fit it to the ultra wide look of the series Saturn look, losing a lot of resolution, but thanks to the 5.8K the drone shots still look okay. The mission was also to test out MABO Glow VND. I had the prototypes just before the trip. Now in a 2-in-1 package we got the MABO Glow 1/4 combined with a variable ND filter. Was a super good match in bright daylight situations, and darker situations I just switched up and used the regular MABO Glow 1/4 without a variable ND filter. The prototype still had a little bit of a yellow color cast, but now for the final product we're actually going with true color glass, so you will not have any color shifts even on the highest setting. That's really exciting. A super well built product which is available around end of May, beginning of June. Before the trip I was looking for people who could connect me with people in Albania, and Ermal Hallaci, a journalist from Albania, was really my key connection. He really set up all the meetings. He even has his own cultural page, Kukes North Albania. He is a really active journalist promoting the beauty of Albania. So I drove around, started in the northern parts of Albania and the Albanian Alps, super beautiful mountains, wild animals everywhere, especially the wild dogs were really surprising. Kangals, the dogs that kill bears and protect the sheep from bear attacks. Mala was a little bit in a dangerous situation 1 or 2 times. In Shishtavets, little mountain village, they had sheep herds and they really had huge kangals you saw on the edit. I just arrived at this little village, walking around with Mala, and just at this point the shepherd was going out with his sheep, so the dogs, 5-6 dogs came out. One guy next to me told me, put Mala in, it's really dangerous for her now, put her in quick. Thank God we had this camper, I could put her in. And he saw the dogs strolling around the camper, sniffing and kind of checking for her, checking for any danger. So yeah, not the friendliest place up there for Mala. The people were super friendly. They invited me to play games, to drink a couple beers. I saw a little sheep birth of 2 little sheeps. You also saw in the little edit. I saw my first cow slaughter. That was super intense and a little bit shocking. From the northern part of Albania, I moved further south. My next stop was Tirana. By coincidence, I met this big group of dancing girls. They were practicing a choreography there. It's a really nice match to the film. Also the whole drift scenes. I didn't know that there was drifting going on right in the city center, but it's a 1-year thing where people tune their cars, make it ready to drift, pay 100 euros to drift their cars there and kind of to destroy them. It's crazy how they drove. I was driving in the car. We actually even crashed with 2 cars. Not too hard, but I felt it. I also met Arbana, the female model in the film, pretty spontaneously, and we took some kind of video portrait shots. I had this little idea with the flag on the market. I bought the biggest flag I could find and we used that for the intro, a pretty intense color with the red. After Tirana we went to the beaches, to a big cap where you had to pay an entrance fee, since there was a little castle over there, and I was by myself with the camper, no one else. I was planning to get a really good shot with the camper straight at the beach, and I was not considering that the camper is not really made for sandy underground. I drove a little bit on the beach with the camper, got stuck immediately at night, couldn't get out. I tried everything. I went all the way back, half an hour walking to the entrance of the whole cap, and there was like one worker. We drove back to the camper. He tried to help me out, but it was just impossible. For 2 or 3 hours we were digging, putting stuff under the wheels, trying to get out. It was so disappointing and I felt so stupid. Then we decided in the middle of the night, man, it's impossible, let's just wait till tomorrow. And the next morning he actually connected with a farmer, and they came with a big tractor, and the tractor just straight off pulled me out of the sand. And I was safe. And then we were off to our last 2 days at the best restaurant in whole Albania. It's called Mrizi I Zavane, being located right between of farms and land. There are animals surrounding the whole restaurant. They're producing their own products, the meat, the cheese, the wine. It's a really big thing in Albania. Like 2 brothers founded this and wanted to combine modern with traditional cooking. This was really one of the best foods I have ever eaten. I ate there 3 times, 2 times for dinner, 1 time for breakfast. It was just so delicious. They gave me a little tour. Yeah, I felt really in good hands over there, and that was a really beautiful end of this super intense 10-day trip. I'm really thankful for the time with the Albanian people. I felt really welcomed. They had an increase of 70% of tourists coming to the country compared to the year before. So yeah, Albania is really on the growing path. It's really diverse with the Albanian Alps, the beaches. I can totally recommend going there for holidays. If you're interested in the combination of my diffusion filter with a really good variable ND filter, you might want to check out MABO Glow VND. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Peace.